Yesterday, my 17-year-old daughter accidentally backed into an unoccupied car. She left a note with my contact information so the owner could reach me, and I began the process of filing a claim with our insurance company. We are taking full responsibility. The vehicle's owner, however, called the police. An officer then went to my daughter's school. The school asked if it was okay for him to speak with her, and I said I was not comfortable with that. While speaking, the officer began making personal assumptions about my daughter, saying I needed to talk to her directly about picking up a friend before school at the time of the accident. At that point, I no longer felt comfortable with her speaking to him without me present. I told the officer he would need to wait until I could be there. We agreed he could come the next morning so my daughter could provide a statement. At that time, he told my daughter and the school counselor that this was not a hit and run, since she had left a note and taken responsibility. I believed we had agreed that he would come at 6:30 a.m., but it turned out he expected me to call dispatch so they could send him. I misunderstood, and I apologized for the mix-up. I thought he would simply show up at the time we discussed. When I said I would call dispatch the next morning, he told me he could instead just go back to my daughter's school because she is an adult. I told him I was not comfortable with that, as she is still only 17. He then said that if he did not get a statement, this could be considered a hit and run, despite previously saying it was not, and that 17 years are considered adults in Texas. Now I'm unsure what to do. On one hand, I want to cooperate, and I understand he needs a statement. On the other hand, I feel uncomfortable because the cop is changing the narrative. I don't know if I should allow her to make the statement with me present, or if I should consult an attorney. This feels like a straightforward matter. We've admitted responsibility and filed the insurance claim, yet the officer's comments about a possible hit and run and personal assumption make me hesitant. Location, Texas. Update: I spoke with a supervisor who advised the statement has to be made. Additionally, she will have to advise if anyone else is in the car and they will need to get statements from them. Would the best action be for what someone below had mentioned, for her not to make any comments? Update: I spoke with a lawyer and explained my situation, and they advised to tell the officer the facts of the claim, and if the officer starts asking personal questions, to stop answering questions and advise them to contact my lawyer. Subscribe for more.